Hi, I'm Rachael from Your Wealth Consultants. Here is my budget review. So I get it, most of you, last night's budget was pretty long-winded and dry. I'm guessing so long-winded that most of you might have skipped it. I guess that when you're competing in the MasterChef time slot, fiscal policy and inflation are not going to win out for most. I must say there needs to be some serious changes in the delivery of the budget. Maybe some pyrotechnics, some interpretive dance, musical interludes, some fanfare to draw a more enthusiastic crowd. Every Australian needs to be as enthusiastic and about hearing about economic possibilities and opportunities that the budget brings. Last night was no different. I'm putting it out there that we should have some production quality in next year's budget for this assumed dry topic, so that anyone can feel as excited about the federal budget as I am every year. So for those of you who don't follow this space, the federal budget is released every year in sort of April or May, and it's how they intend to spend the country's money, so how the government intends to spend the country's money for the next year and subsequent years to come. So like your home budget, if more goes out than comes in, there's a deficit. If more comes in than goes out, there's a surplus. So this year, much to many surprise, there was actually a surplus in the budget. It's a little short-lived. For the next few years, however, there is a predicted deficit. This is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, you have to spend money to make money. Let's be real. So we need not to get caught up in this. We also need to be aware that our politicians have considered the interest payable on any lendings, and that there is a solid purpose for it. So this budget is a budget that Jimmy Boy Chalmers, so our treasurer, has called one that defines the next decade. All in all, there's some pretty cool stuff in this budget. One of my favourite things is effective 1 July 2026. They've put forward to align super payments with payday. This could be really beneficial to lots of you, as money would be invested in superannuation sooner as opposed to waiting till the end of the quarter to get paid. Without needing, more time in the market is better, gives more opportunity for growth. I am all for this measure. I actually see a real benefit here. Woohoo! They've made no changes to the legislated tax cuts, the stage 3 personal income tax changes, where they're going to scrap the 32.5% tax rate and 37% tax rate, replacing it with a 30% tax rate for those earning between $45,000 and $200,000. This break is so necessary, and I think it will come perfect timing come 1 July 2024. Good job, Jimmy Boy Chalmers. Thanks for leaving that one alone. If you're a small business owner earning less than $10 million with a spare $20K in your budget, in your business, you win in this budget. The instant asset write-off will allow you to immediately deduct the cost of eligible assets under $20,000. Social Security world has received some love from Jimmy Boy Chalmers as well in this budget, with the proposed increase to certain payments such as job seeker, youth allowance, parenting payment partnered, AB study, Oz study, disability support pension, special benefit and farmhouse allowance. So they've proposed an increase of up to $40 per fortnight from the 20th of the 9th, 2023, so September, to help combat these cost of living increases. There is also some energy relief coming for certain individuals, with proposed electricity bill relief from the 1st of July this year until the 30th of June next year, up to $500 for eligible households, $650 for eligible businesses. This is good to hear. We can keep the heater on this winter. So another winner in this year's budget is one that's really near and dear to my heart. There are resources being allocated to veterans to tackle the backlog in claims and case management. This is such an important measure, as these individuals currently have extended wait periods to get access to this assistance. It hardly seems right that these men and women who have served our country have to wait that long. I feel elated as well to see that there are additional funds that have been allocated to the Department of Veterans Affairs to continue their work in mental health literacy and suicide intervention training program for ex-service community. And my lucky last favourite measure that Jimmy Boy Chalmers has announced is some love for Medicare. We all know how hard it is to get in to see a doctor these days and how expensive it's become. Thank goodness there has been some acknowledgement of this and some money pushed back in the right direction. Whilst all of these measures have been announced, we now wait for them to pass in the Senate and become law. All in all, a solid budget with benefits for a cross range of Australians. Stay tuned as we provide more information as it becomes law, and feel free to see our full budget overview on our website www.yourwc.com.au. As always, I welcome your feedback and opinions. Let me know your thoughts, but for now, happy Budget Boxing Day. We're very lucky to live in Australia.